everybody, how you doing? It's me, Davey Zee, out here at the Hangar 5 in Lockport, New York, at North Buffalo Suburban Airport. Got my ultralight here, and I got my buddy Carl here, and I got my son Dave here today. DJ, we call him DJ. He's college educated. He went, well, somewhat.
No, I am.
He had his own radio show on a local sports channel here in Buffalo, and he was actually working with another guy on the radio, another disc jockey, who was DJ's football coach back in the 80s and the 90s.
I interned with Tony Calgieri
Right.
on Inside High School Sports for WGR. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was one of my most proudest moments in my life.
I remember watching Howard Simon on Empire Sports Network as a kid, being 9, 10 years old in Pennsylvania, and calling the 1-800 number to call in Empire Sports to make comments. And I was one of the regulars as a 10, 11-year-old on Hockey Hotline,
right.
Howard Simon, the Simulcast, on all the shows.
Listen.
And I ended up being on the radio in that building, in that
Right.
booth, and I thought that was awesome. Like,
When
the day I got there, it was great.
I remember when DJ was growing up, and his brothers, Matt and Jim, and my daughter Melissa, but I'd be driving down the road going to work somewhere in the city, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, during, say, preseason or training camp for the Bills, and DJ would be, I'd be driving, I hear the radio on GR Sports, there's DJ talking about one of the quarterbacks or the team we're playing next week, giving his opinion to the DJs on the radio, so you got to know him that way too.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I think the Bills are on their way to something special this year. I don't know, I'm not gonna say Super Bowl, I'm not even gonna say playoffs, but I have to say they're going to make a wild card.
I agree with you with the Super Bowl idea. Like, nobody wants to say that word, but in the end, that's what it's about. And to me, that's what McDermott and Bean are thinking about, is winning a Super Bowl. Everything they've done to this point, getting Tremaine Edmonds in the middle, Tre'Davious White to shut down corner, Josh Allen as the quarterback.
Josh Allen.
Now Mitch Morse, they have the money to pay all these guys because Josh Allen's still in his rookie deal. To pay him low and hopefully get a lot of efficiency out of him as a young quarterback. And then as he grows and progresses and gets a higher deal, then you worry about paying him and those deals will fall off the books.
Right.
They have tons of money still on the cap. Tons of money.
Well, they got tons of money, but they need to spread it out a little better, I think.
Their
Personal opinion.
They're going to try to do a trade this. I think they're going to try to trade, and they're going to try to get a wide receiver.
Well, you know Zay Jones is gone.
Yes, Zay Jones is now with the Raiders. They got a 5th-round pick for him. I think they're going to try to either get Stephon Diggs or they're going to try to get A.J. Green from Cincinnati.
Oh, my God, that would be great.
Our 1st-round pick next year is going to be in the high 20s. The only other team that we really worry about getting one of those 2 guys would be New England.
Right.
New England.
We don't want New England to get anything.
New England's also the only other team that, if they offer a 1st-round pick, would actually be higher than the Bills.
Right.
So if one of those 2 teams got an offer from both of us, who are they going to choose? The lower pick, Buffalo, or the higher pick, New England? Because obviously
They want New England.
New England's going to finish higher in the standings because they beat Buffalo now.
Right.
That's already.
Well, we still have.
We got one more game, but
Right.
I mean, it's in New England, so it's.
Any given Sunday, son.
Yeah, but until we beat Tom Brady, you can't ever pick against Tom Brady.
You know, when I was out in Phoenix last week, on my way there, the Bills were playing New England. And fortunately, I was able to watch the game the whole way. Because when I got to the airport in Buffalo, it was kickoff. So I sat in the Anchor Bar watching it, waiting for my plane.
It's a good place to start watching the game for sure.
Then I got on the plane, and as soon as I walked on the plane, all the TVs on the back of the seats were on.
Cool.
So I got to watch
Southwest?
No, JetBlue.
Oh,
but immediately, as soon as they turned the lights on the plane, all the TVs popped on.
Cool.
And there was the Bills game.
Were people
involved
involved in the game?
Yeah, there was all kinds of people from Buffalo watching it. And you'd be we're flying, and all of a sudden, the Bills score, and you hear everybody in the back of the plane.
Yeah.
But it was cool because then when I got into Boston for my connecting flight to Phoenix, I ended up watching the rest of the game with New England fans. Well, most of the game. And they were, listen, I know New England is a great city for sports and football and hockey and basketball, baseball. They were the nicest people.
Oh, they're good people. They are.
It's all I heard was how good Josh Allen was, how good Sean McDermott is, and the rest of the team.
They know
defense. They know that any given Sunday we can beat them.
It's different now. The last 17 years of this crap, this Tom Brady haunting our football dreams, the last 17 years, this year is a different situation. since Tom Brady has played the Bills when Sean McDermott is our coach, he has 3 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
Right.
They're 5-0 against us. But he has digressed against the Bills.
Yeah, but if you look back at all the games we played, them 5 games, how many of them were 10-point games?
Every one of them.
You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure.
3-point games. I think one they blew us out.
Yeah, I think you're right. That was in the Buffalo. But
yeah.
The greatest game we played against them since the 31-0 game, the first night at Sean's house. Hi, Sean. It was the first time we watched a game at Sean's house on
when she and I were dating.
Yes,
right.
on Green Acres
yeah.
in the basement. That was the day we got Lawyer Malloy the day before, and we beat them 31-0. But then they beat us 31-0 at the end of the year,
right? Which
I think Bill Belichick did on purpose.
Right.
I really think he did that on
stopped
purpose.
playing at 31.
Yes, I really do think that's what happened. But
look at how he is now.
He's.
They could be up 40 points.
He'll keep
and
throwing.
he'll still attack you with seconds left on the clock.
He'll keep throwing the ball. That's what they do.
And that's what, not to change the subject from sport to sport, but that's what the Sabres are doing now too.
Yeah.
I noticed that the other night against the Devils.
They don't stop. Yeah.
They don't stop.
You know what though? It's the other team's job to stop you. And if they can't stop you, then you keep going. Because I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying, like I think it's if they can't stop you, then do it. You have to. If you start playing bad on purpose, like that could filter into, or that could spill into the way you play every day. So go full force, play the way you do. Like I hope the Sabres.
I just remember when Rex Ryan, not Rex Ryan, when Lindy Ruff, and then on to Phil Housley after what's his name.
We had Ted Nolan and we had.
Yeah, who was the other guy?
The
one Bobby started working with when he started with the Sabres.
Yeah, the guy that used to wear the gloves.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Carl, who was the other Sabres coach?
Is it recent now?
No, the guy that used to wear the Gardner gloves.
Gardner gloves?
Yeah.
The guy that he was coached between Lindy Ruff and Phil Housley.
It begins with an R. I can't think of it.
Housley?
No.
He had like a goaltender's name. I can't remember his name, but that
Ron Rolston.
Right.
I didn't even find it. It's Ron Rolston. He used to literally wear Gardner gloves while he played hockey. Yes.
Now he was,
while he was coaching. You know, most guys.
I didn't think he was that good of a coach. No, he was a nice guy. I met him at Bobby's wedding, but he wasn't a good coach.
He was a good X's and O's guys.
Right.
But he didn't play in the NHL. He didn't have a lot to do with the NHL, so when he came in, he was pretty new to the whole league.
Who did Kruger play for?
Ralph Kruger? I don't know. I think Kruger, I know he's like a British Columbia guy.
Carl, do you know if he played?
I don't think Ralph Kruger played hockey.
No.
I think he's been coaching. He was in I want to say is it Team Canada?
Yes, he coached Team Canada.
I know he did coach a few other places, but he's a dual sport guy.
Right.
Oilers he coached.
What's that? He was with the Oilers for a while, yes, but he was an assistant with the Oilers too. But then he was an assistant somewhere else. I forget. I don't know much about Ralph Kruger. I know because he's been in.
He's already starting to prove himself.
He's been a soccer coach for the last. He's been a soccer management for the last.
Game tonight is going to prove.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a nice game. Yeah. I like the fact that they played like shit against a Columbus team. I think it was Columbus's home opener too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
we
Columbus,
won.
No, we lost.
Oh, we lost
overtime, the last game.
Oh yeah.
Columbus, people are like, the Sabres looked horrible. That's over. It's all done.
After 2 games.
They looked amazing the first 2 games. They played like crap against Columbus, and they took them to overtime and lost in overtime. But by one bad play by Jack Eichel, who happened to just had Foligno come behind him and pull the puck out. Foligno's not an everyday player.
And one thing, what I was getting to before, son, is the fact that when Housley,
Ron Rolston,
and Lindy Ruff and Ted Nolan, whenever we had a lead of more than 3 goals, they would start playing
defensive hockey.
Defense.
Yep.
They would
sit back,
pass it around. He had them at the net, attacking them 4 on 4 for it was overtime, wasn't it?
The 3-on-3?
The 3-on-3. Was it?
No,
it was the regular game.
That was the last game.
They won regulation.
Yes.
But the regulation game, I was just so impressed. The attack
that was
they put on
7-2 game. That
with 4 seconds left, or 44 seconds left. They just went to the net.
Don't stop.
It was amazing. That made me realize what this coach is about.
And that's the best part. Is the reason why that is because it's not anything else other than the system. It's the system that he's putting in for these players to play. It's just good and it works. So it's going to keep working while they're on the ice. If they play hard with some confidence, the system is fucking good, so it's
Right.
gonna work.
Well, the
So
Sabres are playing who tonight?
Montreal.
Prediction.
Keith Kincaid's playing tonight because Carey Price has had a shitty start to the season. Keith Kincaid's playing. Sabres are gonna win. It's in Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be 6-1 Buffalo.
6-1?
If Carter Hutton plays tonight, which I think he's going to.
Yeah,
6-1
I was going to
Buffalo.
say if Hutton's
It's gonna be
playing,
blowout.
I'll go with the end of 6-1. If Hutton's not playing, I don't think we're going to win the game.
All right. Well,
I don't think
now
Allmark can handle.
for this week, because the Bills are on a bye week,
Oh, let's go into the Bills.
Um,
Our Buffalo Bills, baby. Here's one for the Bills.
4-1.
Woo woo.
Now the bye week's coming, and then technically they have a bye week against Miami too, because they're gonna stomp the shit out of Miami.
Oh yeah.
And then,
we hope.
yeah, no, it's gonna happen.
I know, but what is it about Miami and the Jets? They could suck and they always find a way to beat
See,
us.
that's I think is different this year.
That's
I think Josh Allen's better than their quarterback, and I
Right.
think their defense. Our defense is a Super Bowl caliber defense.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Super Bowl caliber.
I-
Lincoln got a lot of their stats from playing Miami and playing the Jets.
Mhm.
People say, "Oh, the Bills played the Jets." We played them with Sam Darnold. We
Right.
played them with Le'Veon Bell in their home opener,
Right.
in their stadium, and we
And
still
beat
beat
them.
them. And we came back to beat them.
and we beat them in a snowstorm, and we beat them.
Well, I mean, this particular this team
season,
this year,
yeah.
because they have Le'Veon Bell this year now. But the New England played them with Luke Falk as their quarterback.
Right.
Luke Falk, you say? Exactly. He's
Right.
fucking nobody. He's
Right.
nobody.
Who's Luke Falk?
Exactly. So 10 sacks and 5 picks later, New England is the top defense in the league right now. They played decent against the Bills. The Bills played better against New England that
Right.
game. And defensively, the Bills were a better team.
Well,
Brady's
had
a better
we
quarterback
gotten
than Allen, though.
that one touchdown wasn't called back. There was one call back.
Yep.
And there was a missed field goal.
There was a few plays where Allen, we were driving, and throws were made. Allen was, even though Allen had a bad game, he was still going down the field. And I like that. Don't ever stop.
Marching. He does it.
Go.
And
Fucking-
what gets me now is explain this to me. Back in my day when you were growing up,
Yep.
when me and Carl used to watch the Bills in
And I
the
used to cross my
90s,
fingers, remember? And
Right.
I always thought it was me.
Right,
It was
no.
the Bills. They were just awesome.
but